Alright, so we're doing an oil change on the Green Machine Smart Tools generator. Looks like this. It also has two drain plugs, just like the Hondas. Down here on this side, I don't know if I can, it's this plug right here. I believe it's the same size, 17mm. And right on the other side where the oil fill location is, and there's another drain plug right in the same spot. Looks just like that. Same everything. So I just do it from this side because the fuel line is on the other side, and the machine doesn't reach that far. I like to get it over this edge, so I can put this drip pan underneath it. Just come out a little bit more. Yeah, and you're getting this machine over the edge of this the platform here. So don't go too far, because then it's gonna go down. I like getting it over the edge because then you get that. It's easy to get that underneath it. Actually, it's the only way to get it underneath it. And then you can also tilt the machine towards you a little bit to help get as much out of there as you can, because this machine's got a lot of hours on it, and it builds up with a little bit of carbon on the inside after running for some time. So the best thing to do is turn everything off, let it sit for 10-15 minutes. I probably let it sit for about 20. The other thing you want to do is, when you're about to start, is on this side where the oil fill is, right here, you're going to actually take that off. Or at least open it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Open it up. And I always put it on some cardboard or something. But yeah, that helps push air through the system, or just helps drain this a little faster, so we can get this done a little quicker. This isn't going to be as smooth as my other video, but yeah, so we're going to do the same thing. Oh, my soap. Stupid soap. Alright, just give me a second to loosen it. It's going to be tight, break loose, just like the last one. And then you're just going to loosen it by hand. So just because I really don't want to spill, use two hands. And I should have cardboard under this, but I didn't go grab it. And this machine's usually pretty, it's a lot easier to get underneath this one when it's over the edge like this. And boom. You can see it's draining there. It's draining right in the oil pan. It's looking pretty black. It's because I went a little over on the hours. I'm supposed to be, it says I could do it every 100 hours on this machine, but because of the amount of hours that are already on it, I need to start doing it every 75 hours. Oh no, it's still there. Okay, so there is a washer for this. It is actually not on the bolt that it came off of, so it's either in the pan, or for lucky for me, it is still on the oil hole, so it's still in there, I think. Yep. Oh, yep, there it is. There, grabbed it. It's in my hand. Okay, gonna wipe it off with some paper towel here, shop towel, stay clean. But yeah, just make sure you don't lose this washer either. So I'm just gonna put it back on a spark plug, or drain plug, spark plug. And just let that sit. Grab that. I cleaned it off, so yeah, kind of nice, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna drip dry. But I like to take the whole machine and tilt it like this towards the drain plug, so it gets as much of this. See, there's a whole bunch more that just came out. Not the greatest design, but it's, especially with how much buildup happens in this motor now, it's best to get as much of this old, crappy, icky oil out. And this is a good way to do it. So it's barely dripping, so I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to let it drip dry, to be honest. And I'm going to quickly do a spark plug change on this. We're going to make this a quick double video versus the Honda, where it's two videos. Should almost make it 2 videos since I'm not very well prepared here. But anyways, so we're gonna do a spark plug change on this one because it's been about the same amount of hours since I've done it on this one as well. Or actually, yeah, I don't remember the last time I did a spark plug change on this one. Did it about a month ago, so yeah, it's definitely due. It's definitely due. So this might be the last one I have of these spark plugs, so that's why I'm a little hesitant. It's a BPR 6ES 7131. That's the part number you need for a spark plug. And the gapping on this one is recommended to be 0.028 to 0.031 inches, or 0.7 to 0.8 millimeters. So it's a lot bigger gap than the Honda. That's just a machine design. Not so much my preference. Whatever. So we're just gonna, even though it's brand new, we still gotta check it. You never know. It just seems like a big gap, doesn't it? It's huge. It's huge. Well, I've got one for 0.74, and I'm gonna go with that one. I just think that's just massive. And it's good. It's right where it's supposed to be. It's right in between there. So, well, I mean, we may not even change it because since that is my last one, I may not change it just to see how this. So you got the oil draining. Okay. Here's the spark plug boot right here. Oh, yeah, wear rubber gloves. They help keep your hands a little bit cleaner. So just pop that off. It's pretty easy. And sorry, I'm just kind of wiggling the camera around everywhere, however I like. I apologize. But, we don't have a fancy plug. We do at the shop, but I just leave this piece out here. It came with the generator. Goes right on. Or it's supposed to. I don't know how loose that is though. It's just a quick, yeah. It's just helps it break it loose because it doesn't have to. It shouldn't be on there super tight either way. I think you can pretty much take it off by hand. I think. Nope. Oh, come on. Mosquitoes getting bad now. Oh, there we go. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, we're gonna change that. That is ugly. Here, let's give you a good look at this. I think I've checked that 3 times, so this may get confusing. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, it's not broken, it's just really gummed up, or it's got a lot of deposit, and it looks like it's been, yeah, it's a lot of heat damage, which, you know, I'm not surprised for how much this motor runs. I mean, here, we'll do a comparison here. But yeah, that's the new one, and that's the old. I mean, you could. Yeah, that's yeah. We're gonna change that. That's all right. So yeah, we're just gonna put that back in. That's all right. It's good that we're doing this though, because maybe that's why it's rumbling a little bit. So that's one of the things. So if this machine is, you know, throttling bad or not smooth, it could be a fuel delivery thing, or it just. Get this in. Could be a couple of things, but check the spark plug, check the boot, check to see if it's got a good gap, if it looks clean. That's something some people sometimes overlook, is just the spark plug. They do go bad, and that's probably why we're having a little bit of a uneven throttle from this machine. Could also be the throttle screw, but as of right now, I'm assuming it's this. So we're just gonna take our screw that back in, and can I turn this in? There we go. Okay, just a nice little snug twist, and then put the boot back on. Should have a little click, and then there you go. So I'm gonna go back to the oil change part. If I could get this thing, there we go. Focus. Clean up all this stuff after. Just take the spark plug, jeez. The drain plug. Nothing that fancy. Put it back on there. Make sure that washer's on there, of course. Take your 17mm wrench. Give her a nice little tug. Snug tight. Wipe off any excess. Good to go. You just gotta fill her up with oil. Should take about a quart. It's not the most ideal location to fill this machine up at. I'm gonna push this back before it tips over. But you should be good to go. Just be careful with the oil. Don't do what I do. I know it's bad to set an example, but make sure you put cardboard underneath that just in case it misses. Cardboard works great. You know, we've got plenty of it. It's going to be thrown in the burn pile anyway, so I wouldn't say it's too harmful, or it's harmful, but it's better than it being on the Tundra. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps. Any other questions or issues, check out the owner's manual or my information packet on procedures that I will have made before the end of the season.